We are back. We are back. Here for a taped edition of AEW Dynamite. Live! Well, not live, but from the Hydro in Glasgow, Scotland, because Tony Khan refuses to book Dynamite Collision / probably some Ring of Honor. I'm sure there's going to be a global wars going on in Ring of Honor. But he refuses to book Dynamite and Collision in London because he wants it. He doesn't. It's like it doesn't make any sense why he does this. It doesn't at all. Make sure I try to mute the sound. Ooh. Decided that. I am getting tired of this. Doing that late night. I don't understand why. Ugh. Ugh. Yeah, I gotta watch that. Like backgammon out of the ring, which ending of the thing tonight, Dark Side of the Ring this year. Ow! Fuck my. God damn, my arm is just Comes Will Ospreay. Days time. Oh, my arm.
Lads, thank you so much, guys. It's been a year since we last talked. I was going in for surgery. A year has gone by, a lot of ups, a lot of downs. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys, a lot of doubt. I doubted if I could ever get back to this position after the surgery. And then if I ever came back, could I win the big one?
Better be winning the big one.
People keep asking me, what is it like to be the British wrestler fighting for the most important championship in the world of professional wrestling? And to understand that, you need to understand what it's like to be a British wrestler. See, long before AEW and long before New Japan Pro Wrestling, this is where I started in this country, up and down, England, Scotland, Wales, Northern Ireland. I made the flipping towns, bruv.
And was on a grind. He was on a grind.
And then you throw yourself on this ring. This ring, beams and boards from Friday to Sunday. You look at your wage packet, and it weren't even enough to pay your rent. So what do? I get up Monday morning, 6 a.m., and I take myself to work on building sites. And I done that every single day, bruv.
Yep, usually on the indies, that's what you do. You work up 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, and on Wednesday, Saturday, and Sunday you work, you wrestle.
All to fly the flag for the UK. All to represent every single fan that's seen me from the top of the country all the way to the bottom. All to show people that the UK truly is where the best wrestle. And a lot of people would have hated it. Me, I loved it. I loved being in the foxhole with boys and girls that were following the same dream that I wanted. I love learning from the icons of British wrestling like Doug Williams, Greg Burridge, Mark Haskins, Jody Fleisch. I love paying tribute to the ones that aren't here anymore. Guys like Chris Travis, Ryan Smile, Mad Kurt, and Scotland's own Lionheart. Paying tribute to the ones that aren't here anymore.
Okay, why did they do that?
Guys like Chris Travis, all in the name, to find out if I really am the best. And being honest, when you mention the best in the world, it's really hard to look past our AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. Now, fair. Now, Kenny Omega is not here tonight. But that's fine, I know you're watching at home.
was
I
actually...
want you to know something. There isn't a man alive that respects you more than me. Up and down, you have done matches all across the world, your accomplishments, your accolades. There is no one that has been better as a wrestler in this decade than Kenny Omega, and I'm fine with saying that. But all that respect went out the window the moment that you mentioned my son.
Not your mom? Not your mom, but your son. I get it, okay, but like, not your mom?
He's a new hero after I lose to you. That ain't gonna happen. Because I've got some promises that I've got to make to you and every single person watching. Promise being this Sunday, you're getting the Billy Goat for sure. Sunday, I'm gonna give you the match of your life, bruv.
Oh, you bruv.
That stadium is gonna be left with memories of a lifetime. And my promise that I'll make to you right now is you don't want a man that's looking after a boy. There. Oh, I'm fired up now, Scotland. Let's go. There is a debt that needs to be paid, mate. There is a debt that needs to be paid, and it's been weighing for far too long. There is a debt from the ones that saw me from the start, from the ones that are here right now, to my mum, to my dad, to my wife, and my boy. It is time to bring it home.
Aren't even gonna hear from Kenny Omega tonight.
And you, Kenny, are gonna help me show my boy that heroes are just ordinary people that can do extraordinary things.
Oh, and
This Sunday,
isn't that Stanley line?
I'm taking it all. Here we.
I have no fucking idea what he was saying there. Yep. Starting with Claudio versus John Moxley. Who's going to Wembley? I will say this once again. This motherfucker better never go back to Wild Thing. Like, this whole Death Rider thing fizzles out eventually. It's done and all dust and everything. He better never go back to fucking Wild Thing. That song never fit him. Only 6 months, 9 months ago, 10 months ago, something like that. I gotta get that done eventually or something. So is Gabe Kidd a dog or a Death Rider? He needs to make up his motherfucking mind. Another draw. There was not a single time that these were draws.
One, and there's no doubt for tonight the Death Riders ride separate roads.
And Tony, the interesting thing about the Continental Challenge Cup, the blind draw, is the only match that we will know with certainty in the entire tournament is the biggest one. And by the end of the night, we will know whether it's Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, Kyle O'Reilly, and Nigel McGuinness in the finals.
Great storylines for both. Great. And look at Jon Moxley. Just, I don't know. That look of his, you try to read Jon Moxley, it's very tough, but it seems like he's, well, I know he's always ready for every match, but maybe more so in this one.
Slow start to this one. Both men feeling one another out. Moxley going to interlace the fingers with a Greco-Roman knuckle lock. Claudio Castagnoli going to have the early pinfall attempt by Castagnoli. Castagnoli is going to have a strength advantage on Jon Moxley no matter what.
Yep, absolutely. And you're just seeing it. Hell, Claudio's so strong he can win this thing right now. And remember, like you said, Excalibur, there is no time limit. They'll fight as long as it takes to get a winner.
Castagnoli forcing Moxley to carry his weight. Shrugged the shoulder, broke the pinfall attempt. Daniel Garcia was Claudio Castagnoli's quarterfinal round opponent this past Saturday at Collision. Garcia won a play-in match on Friday night's Ring of Honor Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view after Eddie Kingston was medically disqualified from the tournament. We wish Eddie the best.
Medically disqualified for the tournament, yet going to be fighting this Friday against Hechicero in
Jon Moxley 1 week ago defeated Switchblade Jay White
Hechicero in CMLL for the CMLL World Heavyweight Championship. Make it make sense.
And this, of course, has been the great compliment to the winter tournament that we have, the Continental Classic, which is, we mentioned earlier, round robin tournament. Got to say, this is a great crowd here tonight in Glasgow. And by the way, tickets have been going at a rapid pace for Wembley for Sunday. And
don't wait till Sunday. Get your tickets now. Exactly. AEWTIX.com for your chance to join us for the biggest event on AEW's calendar all year, all in London, just 4 days away.
And we understand internet pay-per-view buys have been picking.
Oh, Claudio takes Moxley down. Now looking for the pinfall again. Moxley fires that left shoulder up.
And what do you do against Claudio on the mat? He is so prolific. When he's standing up, you can't really out-chop him, out-hit him.
Tony, the interesting thing about this match is the Death Riders, we know, train together so extensively as Moxley, the Latigo, into a pinfall attempt that it's got to be tough for Moxley and Claudio to pull out any surprises, anything that the other hasn't seen in training.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Oh boy, Jon Moxley goes down. Obviously, these and the story with Will Ospreay proved that members of the Death Riders work together, work out together, train together. Look at this. Oh, Moxley,
yeah, double leg takedown, and now figure 4 leg lock attempted on the outside, trying to go after the vertical base of the tall Swiss Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli. Castagnoli trying to alleviate some of the pressure. Of course, the match can't finish on the floor. The pinfall or submission must take place inside.
I mean, technically, it can finish on the floor with, like, you know, Moxley gets knocked out here. Oh, just swung him into the barricade.
To the barricade, who will move on to the finals of the Continental Challenge Cup? Stick with us as Dynamite continues from Glasgow.
In the ring with us, you have to earn.
Shoot. Totally forgot we went on that tonight just because yeah. The on TNT thing's missing, so I was like, wait a minute, what? What the heck? Yeah, like, there's usually a graphic on the side, like at the bottom lower third, on the right-hand side that has, like, AEW TNT. That's not there, so I thought we were on the other version. Lanterns. Some stretching going on in the ring as we're picture in picture. I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was last year or the year before that when they went over. Not last year, definitely not last year. But one of the years before they were in Scotland or something.
AEW Dynamite coming to you from Glasgow,
Or maybe it was
Scotland.
Collision last year. Oh, it is on there, the TBS. Never mind. But
goes on to All in London this Sunday, very close on the
they
horizon.
taped these shows
Our
obviously.
return to Wembley Stadium and the finals of
And
the
then there
Continental
was
Challenge Cup.
great night here in Glasgow.
Like,
A capacity crowd on
they
hand.
aired the Collision taping, which I'll have to see what goes on with that. But they aired the Collision taping
Has been the
at
subject
like
of
2 o'clock, 3 o'clock my time every
the
year.
intense interest of his fellow Death Rider, Claudio Castagnoli.
Oh, wow.
Uppercut rocks Moxley back into the corner. And Moxley has not looked the same since he was launched into the barricade by Claudio Castagnoli just a few moments ago.
Now look at John. Oh, Claudio landed on his feet. Wow. Defiant, as always.
Moxley sends Claudio to the outside, and now he's on the
Dive, taking to the outside. The fans are rising up as John Moxley was bouncing off the ropes to go for that dive.
I don't know if we'll be able to get another look at it, but I think the elbow of Castagnoli struck the top of the barricade.
Look at Moxley hurting. Here it is again.
Yeah, definitely did.
That left arm of Castagnoli went hard into the barricade. It's under his crash here in Glasgow.
Well, I tell you, John Moxley's greatest weapon, he has many, but it may be his refusal to concede an inch.
Right hands raining down from John Moxley. Repeated blows with Castagnoli, the strength once again coming into play. Back body drop attempted. Moxley looking for a sunset flip, but Claudio
Picks him up.
brings Moxley up. Uppercut. Moxley staggers back. High boot delivered into the jaw.
Oh, man.
Claudio answers back, one of his own. Duck underneath. Both men on the move. Both men go down.
That just shows you the exchange. During that exchange, how much these two men know each
I
other.
like it just like
How
started
much
raining
these
outside.
two
I'm
men
like, what the hell?
respect each other, and what a fight we are having here tonight. But who is going to advance is the question. What a
As
battle.
Moxley and Claudio return to their feet, fans. AEW is back in the Bluegrass State as Collision takes over Highland Heights, Kentucky on Saturday, October 3rd, the Truist Arena. And then Grand Slam France, just announced this past Monday.
Grand Slam
France
France.
coming up on Tuesday, October 6th. You can be part of history as AEW brings our action to France on that Tuesday night and return to the Wolstein Center, Cleveland, Ohio on Wednesday, October 14th. Winston-Salem, North Carolina. The LJVM Coliseum on Saturday, October 24th, and Chaffetz Arena in St. Louis. All that information and more, AEW
Dynamite and Collision.
Moxley goes down, Castagnoli still
And
on his feet.
Halloween is on.
It is so hard
How
to
did it
keep
issue, is it
Claudio
not?
down because of not only his conditioning, but because of his overpowering strength. John Moxley has been pulling himself
Yeah,
up a
Halloween's
lot
on a
this
Saturday
night.
this year.
How much can it take?
We're gonna be seeing Halloween, Fight Night, Dynamite, and Collision. Ain't too often we get to see Halloween theme show on Halloween.
That was John Moxley's undoing the last time these two men met. Moxley prepared with that backslide attempt into the cutter. Now
I
looking
had
for
a damn
death rider.
backslide.
Drop step by Castagnoli. He transitions over.
Oh, man.
Now cross. He's got the arm, the Fujiwara arm bar is cinched in. Moxley trying to pivot on his hip to make his way to the ropes. Now up to his knees, rolls through, does Moxley. Castagnoli maintains his grip and brings Moxley up to his feet by his neck. And
Oh, my God.
Oh, and he's swinging him with the neck.
swing around the neck, and now into
cool.
a sleeper. Not a usual move in the repertoire of Claudio Castagnoli, but Tony, these were the surprises that we were talking about, that these two men who train so extensively together need to break out.
John is fighting a little hand fighting to get the break. I cannot see how John Moxley, how he got this advantage here. Look at this.
Oh, Castagnoli back.
Claudio's literally can just stretch his leg out and he'll get to the ropes. He's literally right for. Oh God.
How close his feet were to the ropes, but Moxley, he transitions now, looking for the cross arm breaker.
Yeah, Claudio, you're right. Claudio can just reach out because he's very tall, as we know. Reach out with those legs.
And the grip strength of Claudio Castagnoli is as such that Moxley attempted to bite the hands, bite the knuckles of Claudio to strengthen out that arm. And now,
Oh, my God.
Moxley is looking for a head and arm submission, as well as he attacks the grip of Castagnoli once again.
Boy, this is not a match. This is a struggle. I mean, these two athletes.
Oh, but Claudio frees himself from the triangle and now has Moxley. The giant swing. Round and round goes Mox. And Claudio Castagnoli pouring it on the Continental champion.
Moxley noticed he had his hands around his head, then he just had his arms dangling out back to the head. Let's see.
Claudio
Look at this.
stepped through. looking for the sharpshooter, but instead Moxley countered with a pinfall attempt. Uppercut takes Moxley off his feet into a pinfall. Two. Moxley able to kick out.
What an uppercut. And given to Jon Moxley to come back quickly from that giant swing. He's still wobbly, but he still has plenty of offense.
Hey, big uppercut.
Or at least he did.
Oh, Claudio. The uppercut was so powerful that it knocked Moxley out of the ring. Perhaps Moxley's only saving grace in this match, in this tournament, Tony.
Claudio took one step out, as we saw. You can see the Continental Cup right above Jon Moxley.
As we mentioned, this is different from the group stage of the Continental Classic. It is single elimination in the Continental Challenge Cup. Win or go home. In a win in this match would punch a man's ticket to Wembley Stadium 4 days from now at All in London. Oh, Moxley down. Paul Turner, the referee, up to 8. 9. And Moxley in.
Big curb stomp. Big curb stomp.
Stomp on the leader of the Death Riders.
Where the fans are,
You know, faction versus faction matches, unless they're like certain factions,
this one's about
are actually probably some of the best matches you'll see booked in any tournament.
Covers, leg hook.
No.
Moxley barely escaped, but importantly for Moxley, he did escape.
Yes, he
The
did.
last
He's
Dynamite from All In,
And I
before
go
All
back to
In,
where Moxley
last
was
Dynamite
on the
Collision
floor.
both,
He looked
Kenny
up at
Omega
the
will not be
couple
on.
of
So,
times.
Kenny Omega's heel turn last week doesn't even get a fucking explanation, doesn't get anything,
Hell, I don't know.
and we're just gonna go in the rest into All In with that.
Sleeve. He's winding up that right arm. And Moxley dropped to his back. Not an elegant counter to the uppercut.
Yeah, but it worked, right?
I mean, it's away.
And Claudio just pulled Moxley up by the back of his pants. Trying to...
Free cola, no.
Instead, Moxley out to his feet.
That's right.
Paradigm shift.
Cover him here.
Moxley won. No, Claudio. Barely alive.
He kicked out of one. And he's gonna curb stomp him.
To deliver the stomp. The double underhook once
Death
again.
Rider.
Rider floats over, hooks the leg.
No.
Claudio kicks out. Moxley immediately on the attack.
Get him with the Bulldog choke. The issue with this whole
His
with
primary moves didn't work, and now it's
the champion. The problem with Moxley being Continental champion is it's very hard to beat him one-on-one with no one around.
Now he's fading.
It's very hard to sit there and say that he's gonna lose many matches this way.
Can Claudio survive this, knowing the damage that was done to Jon Moxley's left arm earlier in this match?
He may be out.
He's out. Mox is at Wembley. Not surprising whatsoever. Man. Like I said, faction versus faction matches are some of the best matches you can have in any tournament because both men or women or woman, if they're in the same faction, a group together, go at each other harder than you will in any other match, any other matches. I mean, Claudio and Daniel Garcia had a hell of a match on Saturday, and they turn around to here and have another one. Why the fuck is this match happening? Why are we doing Adam Copeland and the Young Bucks versus the Don Callis Family? Why are we doing this? Huh? Can anybody fucking explain to me why Adam Copeland is teaming up with his opponents at All In? Like, how could you literally have? Doesn't make any sense. Why is Kenny Omega not here? Why is Kenny Omega not giving us an explanation of why he turned heel, why he did what he did last week to close out the show, putting, like, basically turning back into evil Kenny Omega and attacking and putting Will Ospreay in the through the table at the end of the show last week. We get none of that. We won't get any of that tonight. We won't get any of that on fucking Saturday. We have to just go in to Wembley all in with nothing from Kenny Omega. I get it. Kenny doesn't want to travel that much more and do much traveling because of his injuries. He doesn't want to like he's like the states. He's travel. He doesn't want. He doesn't go to Mexico. So yeah, he's already probably in London waiting for Saturday, Sunday. Oh, excuse me, getting. Resident Evil. How hard is it to just remake the books? First game. Like, people really think that people really think that Will Ospreay's losing on Sunday. Are you kidding me? They're not doing all this, building this up, and just go, oh yeah, by the way, Will Ospreay's losing. Why? No. Yeah, like I said, oh, Adam Cole. I get you want to have Adam Copeland probably wanted to work the show, but the fuck we doing Adam Copeland and the Bucks in a tag team trios match? What the hell we doing? Oh, it was supposed to be an 8-man tag. Hey Copeland, you can hit the hair dye, man. You're looking old. Oh, they didn't even get to sing. Well, they cut it. That sucks. We didn't even get to hear Metalingus in the Hydro. They cut out Metalingus if it actually happened. We got the stragglers of the Don Callis family. It's a shame because Davis and Doyle were having a hell of a run as a tag team earlier this year. Then Doyle got hurt, or Doyle got hurt. I was gonna turn up the volume so people get this Metalinga song, but they cut it or they didn't have it, and that's bullshit.
Collar and elbow tie up.
You better not fuck that up at Wembley.
Copeland and Jake Doyle start things
Dial?
off to their respective sides.
Adam Copeland and Jake Doyle. Doyle.
Doyle sends Copeland on the ropes, but Doyle.
Good.
Yeah, and he wants Cope to do it again.
I love the money pit. That's my answer to that.
I mean, we're taking a look at not only a great wrestler in Adam Copeland, we are taking a look at a legend. Fans, you know it as well as I do. The great success that Copeland has had in wrestling over the years. Wow, and I don't know if he can match the strength now of Jake Doyle.
There was a blind tag there by Matt Jackson. Jackson to the fray.
Double elbow.
Double back elbow. We talked about the success, the career, the legacy of Adam Copeland, Christian Cage. Similar success as well, but can they
comes Brian Cage.
That legacy against Matt and Nick Jackson? We will find out this Sunday at All in London, and you can join us on pay-per-view on HBO Max. Visit hbomax.com/AEW.
For a big matchup this weekend. Big show this week.
Perfection there. Trying to neutralize the size advantage that Doyle and Brian Cage have, and Rocky Romero.
Columbus plays later, and it's like if this show goes like a 30-minute overtime, we might run into doing some like Columbus versus Club America, but I doubt that that's gonna happen.
As now, Jackson, a drop kick into the face of Brian Cage, and the Young Bucks once again standing tall.
Columbus and Club America is supposed to start at 10:45. There ain't no fucking way I'm gonna be here that long.
Rocky Romero has been so successful in promotions nationwide.
And he's been a huge, internationally, Tony, he's been a huge thorn in the side of the Young Bucks as Matt Jackson. Oh, wait a second, Brian Cage.
The whole, I guarantee you half the like majority of the roster who's come from New Japan to AEW probably would not be in AEW if Rocky Romero didn't bridge the gap between New Japan and AEW. Rocky Romero, I don't even think AEW and CMLL are teaming up together. Rocky Romero is one of the busiest guys and most influential guys in professional wrestling. He has so many hands, his hands in so many cookie jars. If you add to one day, or Axman, not just a wrestler. He's the liaison between AEW, New Japan, and I'm pretty sure New Japan and CMLL as well. How the hell are we doing? Ridiculous, man. It really is. I get it. I can get it. Like if it's a match and all that, but
suplex. It has been all Don Callis Family over the last few moments, Tony, but right now Nick Jackson showing some signs of life and a potential tag to either his brother Matt Jackson or the Rated R superstar Adam Copeland. Just inches away.
And the
Yeah, we'll expect the Bucks to win on Sunday.
Look at it right now. Wow. Brian Cage, what a man.
Nick Jackson showing his resilience. A knee strike to Jake Doyle. Super kick for Rocky Romero. Ducks underneath, but nobody in the corner for Nick Jackson. And Cage.
Oh, no.
Oh, wait a second.
We are back from commercial. You can do.
Brian Cage now positioning Nick Jackson awkwardly in the ropes, but instead brings him up fireman's carry from that middle rope. Dangerous territory for Nick Jackson. No. Counters into a hurricanrana.
I think he was going to set him up for the avalanche lung blower that time to drop him on the knees. It just seemed that way, but Nick, relentless.
And Nick Jackson makes, oh no, I thought he was going to make the tag to Matt Jackson, but Copeland tags himself in, sends Rocky Romero out to the floor. Doyle, legal on the other side for the Don Callis Family, and the shoulder tackle finally brings down Jake Doyle.
It's reactionary for Nick to go to his brother, but I think right there, any tag helps out the team.
Right hands, back hands. Now Doyle inadvertently takes out his own partners and gets flattened by the Rated R superstar.
Look at this, man. Jaw is set. You can see the expression. Watch out. Here it comes, Excalibur.
Lining up. Doyle.
Oh, and he just runs him over.
Counter.
Oh, there it is.
Super kick. Intercepted. Leg sweep by Nick Jackson. Nick and Matt working in tandem.
With the Luca and Austin play.
Boots from Matt and Nick Jackson. Now Rocky Romero into the fray. And, oh, they pulled up short on Copeland. Almost a rehash of what we saw in Mexico City a few weeks ago. Now, look at this, the roll up. Copeland able to kick out.
Oh, he barely kicked out. Right now, the Don Callis family's in control of this match. No doubt.
Rocky Romero sent in by Brian Cage. Now Jake Doyle sends Cage across the ring, and Doyle charges in on another body block in the corner.
Adam Copeland is in major trouble here, gentlemen.
I said the Don Callis family want to play spoilers.
Why?
For All in London coming up this Sunday.
What will they? What good will this do?
Rated R superstar Tony. They may do exactly that.
But why would they want the Bucks?
Leg is hooked too, and Copeland though able to kick out.
All three men hit Copeland. The latest, as you mentioned, Excalibur, the slight spread, but still Copeland is in this.
And Copeland, he had to do that one all on his own. Matt and Nick Jackson still recuperating on the outside, or at least they were. And out Doyle and Rocky Romero. Doyle went head first off of our announce desk. Well, Brian Cage had his legs kicked out from under him.
Look at this.
And there's the senton.
Big assist for Copeland.
Senton Atomico.
This Sunday on pay-per-view, Doyle sent down.
Super kick.
Sent down. Rocky Romero underneath. Romero. Double hurricanrana takes down Matt and Nick Jackson.
Great move, Rocky Romero. Great move. Oh, my.
Great move, but
Double kick to the back of the head. He did.
preemptive celebration.
He killed him. He killed him. He just shot him in the back of the head. He did.
The Young Bucks taking out Doyle and Cage on the floor, and that leaves the Rated R superstar alone in the ring to deliver.
Spear. Spear, 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 spear. Four days from now, it's fighting words, man. I'm out. Here comes the resident asshole. I wanna know. I mean, he's got a point. Oh, shit.
Last week, we accidentally super kicked you in your
Not last
face.
week, 2 weeks ago.
But if you keep running your mouth and talking down to us this week, it won't be an accident.
AEW World Championship title match, World Tag Team Championship title match is for.
Oh, Dick Kick City! Super kick!
Nick Jack
Spear! Spear, 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 spear.
Now, Copeland did not want this to come to blows. That much is clear. But there will be nothing holding these men back this Sunday at All in London.
Cope's the only man standing right now. There, Christian gets to his feet.
Christian and Copeland.
Yep. It'll be the end of the reign, more than likely on Sunday. Wasn't he the number 2 entrant last year, or was he number 1? I can't remember. Well, let's get Nigel McGuinness to Wembley, because that's exactly what we're gonna fucking do. Because Tony Khan thinks that, Tony Khan misconstrues that the United States is the only country where Willow's coming. For some reason. What? Even booked. Oh, she is getting beat down by Mercedes. What's with the claws, man? He's got like evil claws on. Okay then. Willow's going into the pay-per-view with a busted arm now. Do we have to do this with every fucking big match? Like Nigel's was given through the entire tournament a bum ankle because we had to pull some kind of bullshit there. Will Ospreay's got the neck, and now you got Willow with the wrist. What are we doing? If you do this with every single one of them, you're kind of not making them any like injuries. Oh god, Tony, you got to stop with the injuries, man. Hey. Like if everybody goes into the pay-per-view injured, like with these fake injuries, then nobody feels like. So annoying. It's like three matches. If you begin to what matches coming up, you can have three matches where one of the talents is good. That's it.
That you are well rested from your vacation because we are here. It is all in week, and a lot of the members of the Don Callis family are in some high stakes matches.
I'm back from Croatia and I'm feeling refreshed because at All In, whoever wins the world title match between Will Ospreay and Kenny Omega on the other side is going to have a surprise because you see Mark Davis has drawn a number, and if that number gets called, he is going to settle his score with Andrade, and he is going to roll through this casino gauntlet match, and he is going to bring
Really?
with a little
Of all that you have, Mark Davis is your guy.
world title to the Don Callis family. Right, big man? Right, big man?
Well, Tony, we know that the Casino Gauntlet match can end at any time. That's why those early entry spots.
How? You know. Why did we do this back to back, by the way? Why the fuck did we do this? You had Willow go out there, like her music play, and she got beat up. And now you have Andrade's music play, and oh shit, he's not actually coming out. It's MJF. Why are we doing this wheel roll belt shit? You lost. He can't win.
Leaving absolutely no doubt.
To be here in beautiful sunny Ireland.
Or Scotland. Why did that not get booed? We're in fucking Scotland.
What's the difference? You're all a bunch of alcoholic dork pieces of trash anyway. Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit?
Got a dude here with a long ass fucking beard, bald head, doesn't like.
Now I'm sure you're wondering, where is Andrew El Idolo? And I'm here to inform you that I paid off a couple of gentlemen to, let's just say, warm him up before Wembley. So he's not here tonight. Sorry. But you know who is here?
What is AEW going to Ireland though?
None other than your one true champion.
With a warped brain, no doubt.
But let's face it, folks, let's face it. It's not like what Andrew does is exactly revolutionary, okay? I could do what El Idolo does. Come out here wearing a t-shirt like a jabroni, check, that's easy. Come out here wearing fake jewelry. Whoops, 1 second. Check. Take a photo with a hot chick. Champ can do that. Although since we're in Scotland, finding a hot woman's pretty much impossible. Hey! All right, cameraman. In the States, this is about a 4, but here in Scotland, that's a 10. Good enough for me.
Oh my God.
Sweetheart. But before I do, last but not least, I have to say a really crappy catchphrase. So, I have one question.
Lame. How you know?
How you know?
Oh, okay, got him in the head.
MJF wanted Andrade El Idolo. Now, it's pretty clear that whoever Maxwell sent out that Andrade beat the hell out of to get back here.
Yeah, MJF should have hired better help if he wanted to take care of Andrade El Idolo. Andrade.
Should have hired the dogs, man.
Andrade and MJF number 1 and 2 in the Casino Gauntlet match this Sunday at All In London.
Ness of the national title was on the line in the match, but okay.
This is the biggest week in AEW history with the highest of stakes. Stakes that I'm quite familiar with because I've wrestled Kenny Omega in a stadium. I've wrestled Will Ospreay in a stadium. I have wrestled for the world title in a stadium. I know how important that is. And as the first AEW champion, I understand how important that is. It's something every man and woman in AEW should want to be, including me, world champion again. And that's why I'm entering the Casino Gauntlet at All In for the chance
Please don't.
to once again be AEW champion. But I wanted to make it a little bit more interesting. Get a little momentum, heading into All In. That's why I spoke to Tony Khan. And this week on Collision, there's going to be a 6-man tag team match with Jericho, Speedball Mike Bailey, and Commander versus Tommaso Ciampa, Nick Wayne, and the member of that rat bastard Don Callis' family, Mark Davis. And it's going to happen right here in Glasgow!
Oh, God. Not really. Alright, time for Nigel McGuinness to beat somebody who's actually an active member on the roster, because we gotta have a hometown feeling moment for Nigel McGuinness at Wembley. Yeah, so I don't see... I can absolutely see Andrade and MJF canceling each other out. Or, like, Andrade costing MJF the match at the Gauntlet match, and they lead to a national championship match at All In. I do not like the fact that Nigel's in this position. I'm not a fan of this. This is WWE bullshit right here. I have a feeling he was gonna wrestle at Death Before Dishonor, lose. That would have been his end of his Ring of Honor career, and then we'll talk about that after this match is over. Somewhat what she would. Fake injury. Yeah, but I don't give a fuck what you gotta say. I do not like the fact that he's in this position.
So to speak, how's he going to avoid Kyle O'Reilly?
And the bell sounds, and this semifinal round match in the Continental Challenge Cup is underway. Nigel drop toe hold attempted, trying to bring O'Reilly down to the mat. Oh, instead changes direction, brings O'Reilly down to a seated position. Remember this match in the Continental Challenge Cup, absolutely no outside interference, no time limit. There must be a
And he's not been selling the ankle at all, by the way. The supposed injured foot.
Nigel anchoring O'Reilly in place. O'Reilly extends the hand.
They're like, what? I didn't pass. Let's just shake hands and go from there.
To the mat. And that's a dangerous place to be. You mentioned Nigel's technical proficiency, Tony, but Kyle O'Reilly, among the most dangerous athletes in the AEW locker room.
O'Reilly's got him down.
Just ask finalist Jon Moxley, who tapped out not once but twice to Kyle O'Reilly's.
Yeah, and I thought Nigel McGuinness was supposed to be injured.
Of wrestler that really can dismantle.
Not selling the boot at all.
And he'll try to do that tonight. Every strike that Kyle O'Reilly hits you with has a destination, and that destination usually is a great target and right on target.
Fans, we are in the midst of the biggest year of the week, or excuse me, biggest week of the year.
Year of the week. What the fuck is... Can we get some new commentators, please?
Central on TNT and HBO Max is the Collision, the final stop.
I still don't understand why they do these countdown shows. You put them on YouTube like literally the minute the match, the game is, the show is over.
The buy-in starts at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific, a special 2-hour preview for All in London, and then the big event, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific, live on pay-per-view on HBO Max.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting way to go on Monday or Sunday. How the fuck am I going to do a stream 10 o'clock, be done by 10?
How about that?
A little bit of mix-up there, and the roll-up.
The hell was that?
Boy, that is some savvy wrestling, and that has Kyle O'Reilly ticked off.
Not often that Kyle O'Reilly gets outfoxed that easily, but Nigel McGuinness had one up on O'Reilly. And O'Reilly throws the kick. We saw how Nigel reacted last week in the match with Hechicero when Hechicero was targeting Nigel's ankle. Nigel went after the mask of Hechicero. Now, instead, Nigel cross chops on the throat, attacking the windpipe, and then the headbutt. Nigel back. Oh, Nigel went for the headbutt once again, but front guillotine by Kyle O'Reilly. Nigel frees himself, wrenches the arm of O'Reilly, and O'Reilly once again attacks the leg, and now rapid-fire shots. Leg swept out, and Nigel immediately comes up clutching that left ankle.
Man, Kyle O'Reilly hit him with everything that time.
And Nigel, he was trying to get out of the ring to evade Kyle O'Reilly, but O'Reilly a step ahead of McGuinness. And now Nigel, you can see very clearly hobbling on that left leg.
These two men are one victory away from Wembley.
Victory away from Jon Moxley, who will advance to the Continental Challenge Cup Finals. Will it be Nigel McGuinness? Will it be Kyle O'Reilly? We will find out tonight. The last semifinal round match in the Continental Challenge Cup. Who will face Jon Moxley this Sunday at All in London? Will it be?
I hate that we did this whole fake injury thing just for it not to fucking matter.
Likely, will it be Kyle O'Reilly? Nigel McGuinness coming into this match on one leg, the injury to the ankle, and now look at this, attacking the leg of Kyle O'Reilly, trying to fight his way out of it. Tony, we've seen Nigel, I'm not sure if it's inspiration or desperation, but he's been coming up with some inventive counters to Kyle O'Reilly, unexpected counters.
Yeah, he knows where the openings are.
Wherever his injury was, he seemed to be over it already because He has not sold that ankle at all. The ankle that supposedly when Castagnoli Shibata kicked it, he hurt it.
Of Kyle O'Reilly, we saw Jon Moxley leave his semifinal round match potentially with an arm injury. That will be something that bears monitoring as the tournament, as the culmination of the tournament approaches this Sunday, 4 days away in Wembley Stadium. Nigel again looking for the London Dungeon, but
London Dungeon.
Good submission defense, scooting around, and now an up kick from O'Reilly. Nigel coming on.
The only reason, like, we'll get to it in a minute.
The chest of McGuinness, and now O'Reilly on the move, looking for the PK. Oh,
Kind of like that PK.
Wait a second, cover here, lateral press. Nigel, I think for a moment, Kyle O'Reilly looking for the cross arm break here. Nigel, for a moment, just by instinct, I think put his foot up to intercept the PK, but that's how he injured that ankle in the match with Katsuyori Shibata.
He didn't injure his ankle. You pull out a bullshit fucking injury so you could try to babyface him and get people to get behind. Get sympathy for Nigel McGuinness so he could go to the finals. That's the whole reason they did that fake injury. He didn't get hurt. It's a bunch of bullshit. They know it's bullshit.
I think the only lucky thing for Nigel McGuinness, that was a stop. It looked to me more on the calf than on the ankle or the Achilles.
No, the fans were booing Kyle that time for the stomp of the leg, but you do what it takes to try to win a match.
Weird.
I agree with that.
I turn like this, and it's like the headphones get louder. What the hell is that all about?
What he can do in the ring.
Oh, wait a second. Tower London off the ropes with O'Reilly. He's ready for it. A sleeper from Kyle O'Reilly. And just a chop block to the back of that injured left leg. And now O'Reilly transitions, looking for a sleeper. Here he doesn't have to attack the ankle, Tony, to put Nigel McGuinness out. But Nigel separates the grip, rolls back. This is how he beats Shibata. But O'Reilly kicks out. Shoot. No, counter by Kyle. And oh no, Kyle now this time with a counter, pinning predicament, and Nigel a narrow escape.
Wow. Man, with Nigel, you know, there's muscle memory in there you just simply cannot erase. The way he counters, the way he moves in the ring. But every time, and rightfully so, Kyle just comes right back to the ankle.
Now, elbows being exchanged, center of the ring. The only previous encounter between these two men, so stylistically similar, was 2 years ago.
Kyle's got a little, like a mouth, like a bump, like a big, huge freaking mouth right here on the side of his eye.
Dinged up from the strikes of Nigel McGuinness.
Dinged up is not the word. He's got a big old lump on the side of his face.
Nigel kicks out. No, Nigel rolls up Kyle on. Oh, but O'Reilly.
Aubrey, that was terrible counting. 1, 2, backs all the way off. Instead, like, so she had to, like, Kyle O'Reilly's got a huge mouth under his eye.
Nigel leaving everything he has in the ring, but oh, wait a second, now transitions. Now it's Nigel's turn to punish O'Reilly. You saw O'Reilly immediately get that grip from off his eye, off his orbital bone, and Nigel now floats through. Got O'Reilly flattened out.
Great wrestling, great counter.
And he's got his arm in that crossface across that messed up eye.
Now O'Reilly attacking the ankle.
The not injured ankle, mind you.
O'Reilly attempts to float through, does so, and into the ankle lock, almost like a single leg crab, but with the ankle attacked.
Yeah, it appeared that Kyle was underneath the ropes, but he quickly pivoted.
And Nigel desperately pawing at the
That's a crowd. That's a tap.
Or will he tap? He is on the verge. Oh, to the bottom rope.
This looks so bad. It's like, oh, I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach. I'm trying to reach. Oh, and then I grab the ropes anyway. It looks so bad.
But Nigel survived to continue.
O'Reilly McGuinness up to a vertical position. And Nigel, those uppercuts rocking the jaw of O'Reilly. O'Reilly changes tack, attacks the body, attacks the leg. Nigel, side headlock to the right shoulder. Oh, I think both men might have plunked. Nigel comes back, a thunderous lariat. 2, 3, no, O'Reilly. Still alive in the match, still alive in the tournament.
The thunderous lariat was preempted. are pushed, I should say, by the left skeleton. On the left side, one of his premier moves.
Now Nigel into the London dungeon, attacking that arm of Kyle O'Reilly. Can Kyle O'Reilly endure that?
I hate it. I hate it. I don't like the fact that Nigel's going to Wembley to possibly win a championship when he is a part-time wrestler, a semi-retired wrestler who is mostly a commentator. I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. Barnes. So they only have 2 matches left.
National title in the family, but with what we saw last week between Kyle and Kazuchika Okada, do you still feel like that's the best plan?
What you saw, I mean, Renee, what are you going to believe? Me or your lying eyes? Here's the deal. There's always competition amongst alpha athletes. But at the end of the day, what I expect from this family is you run the play as called. Right, Kyle?
Kyle, what's your opinion?
Look, I said it last week. I trust Don. I trust this man with all my heart. I owe so much to him. So I am absolutely 100% willing to run the play at All In.
Uh-huh.
I think the question then becomes, is Okada willing to
What is this suit?
The most important thing.
What is this suit that Okada is wearing?
You can trust me.
I can trust you? I can trust you to do what exactly? Because I got jumped from behind by Takeshita last week, and you, surprise, surprise, were nowhere to be seen. So I can trust you to do what?
See? You're always thinking about yourself. Family, Kyle. Family.
Family. This is gonna come to a head. This is gonna come to a head on Sunday. Funny. Austin playing with only 10 men against Toluca because of a red card. Oh. They are divine, but their title reign is coming to an end on Sunday. Like, the whole reason you put the Brawling Birds together was to give them this moment coming up at Wembley. That's the only reason you put them together. The Brawling Birds! The Brawling Birds! I really wish I could get Twisted Shirts to work on this. Yeah, I think it would look better. Youssef! I love that dude. And a brace. I cannot know. Alright.
More exciting than what the Brawling Birds bring to the ring. These two women who just love to fight, among other things.
And Megan Bayne starting things out for her side. The TBS champion, Maya World, starting things out for hers. Collar and elbow tie-up. A battle that Maya is unlikely to win anytime soon against Megan Bayne.
Yeah, just look at the size difference. Good drop step that time by Maya. Try to get any... Oh, jeez. Get shoved off again. And Maya's not going to win that shoulder tackle competition.
Maya World not only giving up size to Megan Bayne, but giving up experience as well. But yeah, Maya has shown that that has not been a defining factor, a decisive factor in her battles.
Yep, that's what it is.
Picking up the win overhit Karashita to win the TBS championship.
Yeah, it's him.
I think just about everybody counted
Hey,
Mile
color.
World out
Change him.
except for Mile World.
Yeah, sometimes you draw to that. Sometimes it makes you a stronger person, a stronger athlete when no one believes you in it.
Lean across, repeated shots to the midsection of Mile World. Quick tag out to Persephone. And Persephone. Open-handed shot to Mile World in the running back elbow.
A little taunting going on. How about that?
The more I think about it, Tony, this is an extremely formidable trio in Persephone and Divine Dominion. But speaking of formidable, in comes Alex Windsor, the waist lock. Persephone reverses. Brawling Birds, they've had their eyes on the AEW Women's World Tag Team Championships for quite a while and now find themselves just 4 days away from a huge opportunity in Wembley Stadium. Big kick from Jamie Hayter.
As soon as the Brawling Birds get in, the pace of the match quickens, gets more physical.
Yeah, Tony, we talk about the strength of the champions, Divine Dominion, but Jamie Hayter, Alex Windsor, they hit like a ton of bricks as well.
They do. Oh, look at that.
The launch for Mile World, courtesy of Jamie Hayter and Windsor, and now tandem suplex on Persephone.
I like the work into this trios team. You can tell. I mean, they've never worked together before, but they seem very seamless right now.
From the middle rope, Mile World, the moonsault. Jamie Hayter, the cover. Shoot. Persephone able to kick out as this trios contest continues on Dynamite from Glasgow, Scotland.
I don't know why we're not doing a gauntlet this year. Like, why can't we have one of those? Too much I hate to do. But like about days when we don't have tape shit. No commercial. That thing's not have to miss half of a match.
from Glasgow, Scotland, and we are just 4 days away from All in London, where Divine Dominion will put their AEW Women's World Tag Team Championship on the line against the Brawling Birds, and one half of the Brawling Birds, Jamie Hayter, Tony, has been singled out for the last few minutes.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter is going to go into Wembley in a matter of 4
All in will be great, but it does suck that we're going to be...
because she's been beaten up.
Like, I really hope Tony Khan goes somewhere next year. I don't want to go back to Wembley.
Megan Bain as well. Hayter, the release German suplex, high stack by Megan Bain, and in comes Alex Windsor to break things up. And Lena Cross just blew right past referee Stephon Smith. He seems to be losing control of this one, Tony.
Yeah, I'd love to see Jamie Hayter fight back now. Let's see what she's got. Right now, the Brawling Birds here at Excalibur slugging it out, getting the advantage.
Hayter and Windsor on the move. Bain takes down Windsor, but Jamie Hayter takes down Lena Cross, and now Megan Bain lining up Jamie Hayter. A defiant scream.
And just lays her out.
Swinging for the fences.
Big collision at the middle. Fans love it here in Glasgow. And you see Maya World wants to tag in.
And across the ring, Persephone extending her arm to Megan Bain, one half of the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Jamie Hayter. Trying to bring herself up, bring herself to the corner to tag in the TBS champion, the It Girl.
It Girl. Hiya, whoa.
Maya trying to urge on Jamie Hayter.
Yes, sir.
The only reason I feel like they even have this match is we're gonna get Maya World versus Persephone at All In for the women for the TBS championship. I think everyone can stop bitching about, oh, but there's 3 championships and not all of them on the show.
Persephone on the receiving end of a quick combination from Maya World. Now the It Girl coming off with a leg drop on 2. And Maya World very nearly caught Persephone there, Tony.
She is explosive and feeling it right now. And obviously, Jamie Hayter, as you can see, has...
Looking for this bridging suplex is Maya World, but in comes Megan Bain.
Nope.
No. Maya World attempting to cause a Dora into a stunner. Megan Bain cut off. Lena Cross.
Oh, my God.
But in comes Alex Windsor. A spear from Persephone. But Jamie Hayter underneath. Back breaker. But Hayter not out of the woods yet. Megan Bain brings down one half of this Sunday's challengers. Turns her focus back to Maya World. Now, perhaps a little divine retribution. No. German suplexes by the Brawling Birds. Persephone from the top, drop kick.
Excalibur, we are seeing some great action. And the fans love every bit of this.
Oh, Persephone. Lariat takes the TBS champion off her feet.
You don't deserve to be TBS champ.
And you heard that? Persephone says Maya does not deserve to be TBS champion. Persephone.
Gonna take her out.
Now look at, wait a second, no, Maya escapes to her feet, sends Persephone into the ropes. Maya comes off the middle with a stunner. Cover 2, no! The champions, the AEW Women's World Tag Team Champions, Divine Dominion pulling the TBS champion out to the floor.
It was unfortunate positioning that time for Maya, too close to the edge, easily pulled out by the Divine Dominion.
Jamie Hayter diving crossbody, caught by the champ, but Windsor, the cannonball senton.
Well, you could tell when the Divine Dominion caught Jamie Hayter, they had no idea where to put her.
Now things breaking down between champions and challengers. The Windsor, Persephone. Oh, Persephone!
Hit her with the title belt. Hit her with the title belt. Yeah, you know what would be funny if they start the match, like when we get to Wembley, we start off with the Brawling Birds and then they're brawling from here to Wembley. That'd be funny. Frog Splash. And that is how we're going to get Brawling, but we're going to get that. The Divine Dominion. You know, it'd be We don't need to see this again. This was unnecessary. This was unnecessary. I'm getting actually hit lately. What the? The most luckiest pyro malfunction. Like, what are you talking about, man? I hate progressive. It was like, let's have flow. Let's add this person. Let's add that person. Let's add like 5 fucking people. Like, oh my god, I hate you from. Got one match left, right? Yeah, we got one match left. Cool, got one match left. Now, whatever, whenever. Turn it on the ground. That's like late as can. An hour and 10 minutes probably at the earliest. I am not gonna be here that late. They're cooking something downstairs. I can smell it. I'm still not a fan of the fact that they took out the Who's house, Swerve's house. But they did. Like, are we gonna announce the match that's going on for the trios titles tonight, or what the fuck are we doing? ding, ding, ding. We have our main event. And we have like 16 minutes left in the show. We should have no overrun tonight. Like, at all.
Mocking this raucous crowd here in Glasgow for their support of Jungle Jack Perry.
That's what I'm saying. I hear it, man. You got him behind you.
Time for a shot.
Offering his chin to Jack Perry. Jack takes
the headlock.
Yeah, how about that? I thought he would clip him right in the face. Snatch the side headlock.
Swerve.
Oh, man.
Shoulder tackled him. He just hit him with the shoulder tackle. Just a little bam. Just a little
Perry down to the mat.
Now, we had said it before. After Swerve came back from injury, I thought he looked stronger and in better shape than ever.
Swerve trying to undermine the confidence of Jack Perry.
Oh, he poked him. He poked in the eye.
And now Perry on the move, shoulder tackle.
Shoves him down. And gets a good old poke. I ain't got muscle, so I'm not going to hold myself up.
He said, listen, you're not on my level. And I think Jack took exception to that.
Not. I don't think he ever will be, but it's good to say that. Oh, laid him out.
With that lariat. Fans, we've had a fantastic time here in Glasgow. The action continues this Saturday night. 8/7 Central on TNT.
What about the trio titles? Like, we're not, like, we haven't announced anything.
Stop before All In London, immediately following Collision. The countdown to All In, and then the buy-in starts this Sunday. Special 2-hour buy-in this Sunday.
They do every time.
11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time, and then All In London live on pay-per-view on HBO Max, 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. Just 4 days away this Sunday. From Wembley Stadium. You can visit hbomax.com/AEW to join us on pay-per-view for our biggest event of the calendar year.
Those are some heavy hands from Swerve, man. He is slugging the side of the head of Jack Perry.
There he is.
The hammer throw sent Perry into the corner, but Jack
over.
Elevates Swerve
oh.
and a body blow.
Oh my God, he just like smocked him.
Slowing down Jack Perry. Perry kicks the legs.
That shot.
Frees himself from the grip of Strickland. Now Jack Perry on the move. What does he have in mind? Over that.
Over.
Powerbomb on the floor. Swerve.
Not gonna get it.
On to the middle rope. And oh man, Swerve delivers a stop square in the chest of Jack Perry.
Swerve not only showing great strength, but great balance to prevent from going on the floor that time.
Low drop kick. Sends Swerve crashing
This
down.
is the go-home show, and we still have matches that haven't been announced or made official for the pay-per-view, mind you.
From the middle turn, buckle, no, Swerve once again, using his power and...
Oh my God.
Into the post and off the steps, Jack Perry goes down and Swerve Strickland stands tall.
Oh, we had some. I know it's a tape show and whatnot. Like, still, it's Tony Khan. What the hell do you think he does?
AEW Dynamite back from Glasgow, Scotland, all in London, just 4 days away. But right now, Swerve Strickland taking on Jungle Jack Perry in our main event. Swerve said Jack Perry lacks the killer instinct to become AEW World Champion. And thus far, Tony Swerve appears to be proving his point.
Yeah, he's doing a lot of showboating here right now, but he knows he's in control of the match, and he knows he can do it. Look, Jack Perry cannot even get on his feet.
Swerve bringing Perry up. Powerbomb. No, perhaps. Instead. Oh, whoa. Attacking the shoulders. The arms of Jack Perry. Really punishing Jack with this submission hold. You see Jack trying to free his left hand. Doing everything he can. No, he's reaching for the ropes instead. A hair's breadth away. Swerve trying to rehook that arm. He does. Now Perry frees the right arm. Elbows to the back of the head of Strickland. And Jack.
Wow. Great counter move, Jack Perry.
Flash of brilliance from Jack Perry, who now sliding.
Oh, he's caught.
Swerve intercepts. And now Swerve looking for big pressure maybe on the floor, but Jack Perry instead off the apron of the ring, and Swerve goes down hard.
Well, Swerve's just trying to roll out of the way right now. Boy, Jack Perry, a surge of energy, a second wind, if you will. And he's not done here, Excalibur. Here he goes.
And Jack between the second and third rope. Now Jack Perry once again turning on the Jets. And there's the tope suicida. Swerve, though, still stayed on his feet. Jack Perry is going to make it 3 over the top and takes down Strickland.
Swerve was trying to get in the ring that time, but Jack one step ahead. Look at this.
Perry not done yet. Oh, moonsault from Jungle Jack Perry.
Putting it all on the line. High-risk maneuvers, high-risk moves by both men, but especially here Jack Perry.
And that thumping, that was Prince Nana pounding on the steel steps, trying to urge on his man, Swerve Strickland, but Jack Perry has retaken the advantage in this match. And Perry now trying to find his footing on the top rope, but wasted too much time. Swerve Strickland.
Yep, find his footing was the right call there, Excalibur. Couldn't find it.
Oh, Swerve. Vaults off back into the ring. Jack Perry. Moonsault lands on his feet behind Strickland, and a DDT from Perry. 1, 2, no! Necessity, the mother of invention for Jack Perry. I'm not sure that's what he intended, Tony, but that DDT almost paid huge dividends.
It just shows the athletic ability of Jack, combined with this great attitude he has had throughout his career here in AEW. Oh, whew, you could hear that one.
Chop to the chest, but Perry absorbed the contact. Offering himself up to the former world champion, Swerve Strickland. Oh, Swerve changes levels, buckles the knee. Now looking for the house call. No, Perry rolls through. Perry, thrust kick. Caught Swerve flush on the jaw. Jack Perry.
For the sacrifice knee. Oh, and he got hit with that last call. For the last call.
Out, Jack Perry.
Combine that with the fact that Jack was rushing out of the corner.
I guess DeLuca's gonna win. But stomp. Into the mouse trap. Into the trap. Crowd is losing their mind. Nah, he's not. I smell it, I smell it.
Can he submit? Can he force Swerve Strickland to submit? Swerve wrenching at the fingers of Perry.
Yeah, it's working here, Excalibur. It's work. Oh, yeah, it worked. No.
Oh, Jack still with the legs hooked. Rolls over, pinning predicament. Swerve.
No.
Pump those powerful legs, able to kick out Jack. Went for the knee strike, Swerve.
Picks him up.
Rolls through. Maintains control of the head of Jack Perry.
Oh, and it's Hurricane Rana hitting that flip. No.
Swerve. Barely kicked out.
Yeah, many fans thought it was over, but Bryce Remsburg was right there. Wow, what a match we're having.
Yeah.
Perry the back elbow from the middle rope, hops back.
Going for the Poison Rana.
Attempting perhaps a Poison Rana, but instead Swerve. No, Jack.
No, he tries to roll around.
Cazadora blocked. Swerve, a handful of hair, trying to bring Perry up from the mat. He does.
Got him. Danny Mello driver.
Big pressure.
And just like that. Yeah. Definitely not ready for him yet. They did have Who's House there. Or Swerve's house or whatever. Like, was like that close. That close. I know Don and Mercedes on Saturday. All that stuff was taped already, obviously. Here from Kevin Knight. We didn't have a fucking overrun tonight. How about that? We're 3 minutes early. Are we gonna make matches for All In? What's going on with the Trios match? What the fuck is that match gonna be? What's the TBS title going to be? We literally have over. We still got 3 minutes. Alright, that's all they're gonna do. That's gonna be all for today. I'll be back, no, I will be back on Saturday, and I'll be back tomorrow maybe, I don't know.